It is September, which means it is now appropriate to start posting some fall puzzle content. You guys know fall is my favorite season. Absolutely love it. Of course, I want to soak in the last bit of summer, but something with like the cool weather and like the back to school vibes. It's just like, it's my favorite time of year. And so today we are going to go to the thrift stores. I thought it'd be fun to see what the changing of the seasons brings to the thrift stores. I'm hoping for maybe some fall puzzles, some Halloween puzzles, seeing what's there. I love that I'm able to go thrifting and find some puzzles that are discounted, that have been pre-loved. It's one of my favorite things about the puzzling hobby is to find puzzles that I don't have to spend a crazy amount of money on. And I will say that thrift stores are getting pricey for used puzzles, especially since it's still a gamble that all the pieces are there. So if you don't have thrift stores near you, I would highly suggest going to like a Facebook group that's in your area. Maybe there are puzzlers or puzzle swaps in the area, or often if you have a buy nothing page, I often see people in our buy nothing page swapping puzzles that way too. So that is an option as well. But today we're going thrifting. I thought I would take you along for the ride. Hopefully we can find some good puzzles. We'll just get into it. Before we get into today's thrifting adventure, I want to thank All4Jig for sponsoring this video and for sponsoring my channel. Today we are talking about their rotating puzzle board. This is their plastic version, which I have been loving. It rotates 360 degrees, which just makes it really easy to reach the other side of your board. It is really smooth and balanced, which is awesome. It also comes with 6 huge sorting trays. This fits so many pieces, probably like 3 or 4 layers deep. I've been using them even when I'm not using the board. Like, this is easily my favorite feature just because they are really good size. They're really lightweight, which is perfect for me because I do have some gripping issues some days, especially when I'm achy because of RA. These are incredibly lightweight boards, which makes it really helpful. These are quite a bit bigger than my other boards that I use as well, so they are a good size, and again, there are 6 of them. One of my favorite tips is to use one of the trays as a little shelf for your box top holder. So typically it's on the other side away from me, but you can easily pop their box top holder inside one of these shelves with the box top there, and it's out of the way, which is amazing because oftentimes if I'm puzzling with this small of a table, it can easily get crowded. So I love that I'm able to have a little bit more space by not having the box on the table. This also works with the poster as well and keeping it at a perfect angle. Really have been loving their box top holder. And I have really been loving this board. It's nice and lightweight, which is really easy to move around, which is amazing. And what is also nice is when you're putting in the boards, they kind of like click close. So they're nice and secure when you're moving your board around. They're not gonna fly out. So I'll link the board as well as the box top holder and their other things down in the description box if you are interested in something like this. Maybe this is something that you want to put on your wish list for the holidays coming up or for a gift. It has been something I truly have been loving, and I'm excited to show you a future video where I'm showing you all of their boards side by side, so that way you can decide which one is best for you if you are in the market for one. But I just want to thank All4Jig for sponsoring this video, and let's get into our shopping adventure. We are at stop number 1, which is a local one near me. This is the one that's like most hit or miss. Like, there's been several times where there's been like 3 puzzles, and then last time there was a ton. They usually are pretty good in pricing, so if we can find some, that'd be amazing because they're usually around like $3. So again, I'm looking for more fall Halloween ones. Of course, I'll look for other ones too, but that is my goal for this video, is to find some fall puzzles. Maybe some fall decor because we really don't have anything like that. And I'm also looking for like baking pans. Those are just like random things. Maybe a cookbook. I don't know. We're just gonna do a little bit of shopping and have some fun. Well, I did not find any fall puzzles, but I did buy 4 puzzles that I'm really excited about. 3 I think are vintage, and then I did get a record. So, you know, not a complete wasted stop. It was so busy in there. Oh my gosh, I feel like there was someone like following me. I was in the puzzle area and she was like getting so close, like I had to move. I hate that so much. Anyways, I'm going to grab lunch and then continue on. Not having much luck for the fall puzzles. Well, Valley Village was a bust. I feel like their selection, there was some decent puzzles, but really nothing that was calling out to me, nothing that I like wanted to purchase there. Used puzzles are a little bit on the pricier end, lower prices than normal, but still like $6 to $7 a piece. So, you know, I didn't just fall in love with anything. I didn't want to just buy something to buy something. And I think having an idea of what I'm looking for helps me not buy extra stuff. Of course, if it was like a really good deal, something that was like, ooh, then, you know, but I think going there with the specific idea in mind makes it so I'm just not buying like a bunch of puzzles that I don't plan on doing. So we were at Goodwill. Hopefully we can find some things. Maybe this will have to be like a multi-day adventure to go to a couple different ones, maybe outside the area. We'll see. This Goodwill often has some really good deals, and they often have a really good game section too. So I'm gonna take a little peek, see what we can find. Fingers crossed. It is actually a couple weeks later since my last thrifting adventure, and I hadn't found any fall puzzles during that time. So I thought, you know what, let's just extend this video and go out another day. So this past weekend I saw a lot of garage sales happening, so maybe some people just like left the puzzles in the thrift stores if they didn't sell. I'm actually out and I just got a coffee from Starbucks, and right next door is a store that's closing, and it's like the final days, so we're just gonna see what's in there. It might not even be puzzle related, but I am going to go back out to the thrift stores and maybe hopefully find a fall puzzle. I mean, I found several other puzzles that did not fit the criteria, but we will go into all the things that I buy at the end of the video. Well, that was an unexpected stop. I did get one puzzle. They only had like a couple options, but they were 50% off. Well, that was an unexpected stop. I did get a puzzle, which I was not expecting. They had like 3 options available. They were 50% off, so I did purchase one Ravensburger and a bunch of other stuff that was worth getting because the whole store is 50 to 70% off, and they had a really good deal on vitamins where you can just like fill a bag for $25. Like, didn't matter the brand or the pricing, they just like put them all in a bag, and so I am stocked up, but that was fun. Anyways, it's one of the Rite Aids that's closing in our area. There's a whole bunch of them that are, so I might have to make a stop if I see other ones that are closing because that was worth it. Anyways, I'm going to continue my little thrifting adventure, going back to the local thrift store, also the close ones nearby that are more like antique-y. We'll see what we can get. I'm really hoping to get a fall puzzle, but that might be a lost cause. Yay! We found one! Oh my goodness, it was well worth the wait because it's a super cute Halloween puzzle from Bits and Pieces. Oh my goodness.
Cause I know that we're changing. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. But I will be forever young in your arms. Tell the story about you and me. About our love, she gon' love you like summer 15. Hold tight, 'cause I know that we're changing. But I will be forever young in your arms.
All right, I am home. And I do have like my big camera and microphone set up just to do a little bit of a test run, but I got a lot of puzzles here. It is a couple days later. I did bring everything up from the trunk and there's like 17 different things here. I'll try to link what I can, but I may not be able to if they are discontinued or whatever, but I'll do my best. We have so many. I didn't realize how many was accumulating until I was like closing the trunk, and then I was like, oh my goodness. All right, first up we have is the gold Krypt from Ravensburger. So it's all just a single gold puzzle. I don't know if there is an actual gradient or if it's just the image. I think it's still just like plain gold. There is a very distinct pattern of pieces for the grid cut, and I have done one before, but it was the gradient one, so there was a little bit more to work with. As far as like a single color, it's very interesting. I bought it because I was like, oh my gosh, it's a brand new one, and they normally retail for I think like $22 or so. I got it for $5.99, and I'm kind of thinking maybe the puzzler had gotten it as a gift. Like their friend was like, oh, I got you this puzzle, and they're like, thanks so much, and it's just like plain gold, and then they never did it. That's my theory anyways. I think this is going to be an interesting challenge, but I couldn't say no to it, you know, because it was still brand new. We then have another Ravensburger puzzle. This one I did buy new from the pharmacy that was closing. I got it like 60% off, so I think I paid like $10 for it, which I thought it was a super fun puzzle. It's by Ravensburger as well. This one is called Magical Potions. It's by Nathaniel Mortison, which I love as a puzzle artist. So lots of different like potion bottles, and I can now see why there's potion bottles in his puzzle from Nationals this year. It's a fun image. I like that it's like a collage, and I think this will be a fun one. I'm excited for it. We then have this one. I mean, some of these I bought a couple weeks ago, so I don't remember what I got, but I forgot that I got this one, which is just making me so excited for our Disneyland trip. So it is a Disney puzzle from Ravensburger, and it is taped shut, so I'm hoping all the pieces are there. And this one is called Disney Snow Globes, and it's just licensed by Disney. And it looks like it's 1,008 pieces. This one is so much fun. I think it's even making me more happy because I'm going like right when Christmas season starts for Disney. And so we have a bunch of different characters from Disney and Pixar. We have a little Christmas tree, which kind of reminds me of the Christmas tree in Disneyland. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this. I have a feeling I'll do this one with Dave because we're trying to like get excited for our trip, and I think this one is so much fun and was definitely worth the price. I paid $4.99 for it. We then have this one, which is another Ravensburger, and this is one I have done before and I loved it. I think I've done it twice or 2 or 3 times, but I never owned it. It was always one that I borrowed from the puzzle library that's near me. So this one is called Hang Loose. The artist is Scott Westmoreland. And it's a super fun like surfboard beach scene. I have done it a couple times speed puzzling and I get a pretty decent time with it. So I think this is one I would love to continue doing as a speed run just to get in the habit of like moving faster, you know? So I'm excited for this one. I paid $3.99 for it and I'm happy to finally own it. I hope I have all the pieces, but oh my gosh, it's brand new. The bag's still sealed. That's awesome. Next up we have is this one, which is like an older vintage style puzzle. It's by Schmidt. It's 500 pieces. Image wise, I'm like, it's fine. But I thought it was just like such a unique find that I decided to go for it. It was $3 at like my local charity shop. And so this one, let me see what the pieces look like. It is in a Ziploc bag, so that makes me happy. It is on a green cardboard. The pieces look nice and thick and chunky, like they is from like the 70s, I'm guessing. I'm not quite sure for date if it's on here. I'll have to do a little bit of research of when this puzzle existed. Here's what it looks like. What's it called? It is by Van Gogh. It's called the Langlos Bridge. It is a painting, more artistic style of image, which is not my normal go-to, but I liked it well enough to try it for $3, you know? So I was just curious about it, especially from this older line. So that'll be a good one. We continuing on with the vintage finds. I got these two also from the same store, and they're such a good place to go sometimes. Like sometimes there's absolutely nothing. There maybe be like 2 puzzles. Other times there's a pretty good selection. I feel like there's been a pretty good selection the past couple times I've gone. And I ended up finding 2 vintage spring box, which is pretty great. They're in the square box. I'm not sure on like year. I'm not savvy in that realm of puzzles, but I got them because I actually did like the image in their vintage spring box. I was like, ooh, perfect. They do have their pieces in the bag. I'm not sure if they're missing pieces at all. There's no indication on the box that pieces are missing, but I'm very excited to do these. They are both 500 pieces. This one here is called Le Bon Veau Temp. So it's like a bunch of different candies. And it looks super fun. We have a lot of like vintage style of tins with lots of different color. I have a feeling this one is going to be super fun. And then this one I was very excited about. Something about the way the collage is laid out just looks really fun, you know? So this one is also 500 pieces and it's called Games People Played. Both of these I only got for $3, which is such a great price. And this one has quite a few different more old style games. I don't know if I've played many of them other than like checkers, but it looks super fun. And I like again, the layout of the pieces. Both of them are in there like a Ziploc, so I have a feeling all the pieces are there, fingers crossed, but for $3, I was willing to take the risk. What I think is crazy is out here, $3 for a thrifted puzzle is a good price. Like oftentimes they're like $6 to $9, which is wild for the gamble, you know? I was just talking to my mom last night, which, hi mom. We had a long talk. We talked for like 2 hours. Anyways, she had just gone to a thrift store where all the puzzles were 50 cents. I'm like, I wish. That is not the case here. Oh, I got a couple other random non-puzzle things. I did get a few books which are downstairs. I got like a cookbook that's really all salads, which kind of like, I looked through it and I love when recipe books have a picture for everything that's in there, you know, because then I feel like they're like tried recipes. But the pictures all looked amazing. So I was like, oh my gosh, I want this. And then I did get a couple books for Dave. And then I found my favorite book, which I don't know what happened to my copy, but it's called Stone from the River. It is a World War II book that I've read 4 times. I love it so much. But I found it there. It was just like on a shelf and I was like, oh my gosh. So I did pick it up because I don't know where my copy went. I don't know if I lent it to somebody, you know? Anyways, I did get a record that just happens to be mixed in with the puzzles. It is the Irish Rovers, and Dave and I like Irish music. We actually go to a local Irish pub, and so this I liked, and it was only $2, so I thought, why not? I just got a new record player because mine, after like 15, 20 years, finally died, and so I had to replace it. And so I'm excited to have some new records. I've been getting one each time I go thrifting just to have variety, you know, and so I'm excited for that one. Next up we have is this one from Pomegranate. It is a 5-print piece. It's from their old collection, which for me, on their oldest stuff, which you can tell by this style of box, I've had very mixed experiences. I've had either amazing quality, oh my goodness, this is the best puzzle ever, and then I've had ones where the fit was atrocious, like nothing stuck together. I had puzzles where it was like completely faded, like it was like pixelated and weird. So it's been very polarizing experiences with their old line, but their new line, I love. Like, I love everything about it. So this one's from their older line. I'm hoping everything is cool, you know, but I did get this one at a different thrift store that I normally don't go to. I normally don't get good success with that one, but what was fun is that they had a deal that if anything started with a SP or T, you got it 30% off. And she was just like, if you can make it work, then I'd let it slide. So it was funny because someone had like just like a bowl, and the person was like, I think I'm going to make sugar cookies in this sugar cookie bowl. And the person's like, oh, I think that'd be great for sugar cookies. And so people are really being very creative to like make it work for the sale. So all the puzzles were included because they were considered a toy. So I got it 30% off, but the pricing was still expensive. Like it was $7, but then I got 30% off. So I think whatever that pricing is. So probably about $5 for that. And this one, again, is by Pomegranate. It's called Flowers and Envelope, and it's by Patty Lee Becker. The image is just so fun. It kind of reminded me of one of their, this one here, the little traveling sets that I have from them. It's just bright and colorful, and I have a feeling I would really love it, and it's only 500 pieces, which is great. So I thought this was such a good find when I was there. Next up we have is one from Wonderforge, which is a Ravensburger brand, and I don't know what makes this one different from regular Ravensburgers. I haven't explored this yet, so if you know information, let me know. But it looks like this one has an artist. It is by Kathy Koho, but it looks like this one has an artist. It says Kathy Bambeck, and it's called Plovers. So I haven't tried this line from them. It's a 1,000 pieces. It was only $4, and it looks like brand new condition, which is amazing. It's a fun beach scene, and I feel like there's like a lot of stuff to work with, nice big chunks to work with. I don't think I'd ever be stuck, so I'm really excited for this one. And I'm excited that I got it for $4 because I feel like it's a pretty new line from them. And again, I haven't tried them yet, so let me know your thoughts of the Wonderforge quality. I'm sure it's the same, but I thought I would share this one. I love it. I love it so much. I like that it has like a little bit of words in there, and we have different birds, and we have like this little crab dude and the butterfly, which just makes me happy. So this one I have a feeling I'm going to love. We then found this one, which I love it. It is an Alice in Wonderland puzzle. There is a new Alice in Wonderland puzzle by Hart puzzles. The artist is one of our artists from Goodwill, and it is this really pretty, like walking down an aisle, Alice in Wonderland. I'll put a picture on the screen, but we just got it, and it was so much fun to see that one. I actually knew about it for like over a year, and I was like, I can't wait for this puzzle to come out. I think I might have to buy that one. But anyways, aside from that, I did get this one from Sunsout, and it was only $3, and it's called Down the Rabbit Hole. It's by Greg Hildebrandt, and it's a circular image from them. It is 1,000 pieces, and it's like this spiral of images, which just looks so fun. Oh my gosh. The imagery is very different. It's not like cartoonsy. It's more like illustrated. I don't know if that makes sense, but I love the images inside each little section. So, anyways, there's a little Alice in Wonderland one. And then I got this one from Haya, and it is a panoramic puzzle. I got it at Goodwill for $4.99, and it's called Rialto Bridge. So we have like this really fun bridge. We have this water here that looks really fun. We have a fun bunch of buildings. It looks like it'd be a really pretty image at the end. I think I was very drawn to it because me and Dave were just looking at some panoramic puzzles to put above the bed that's in the guest room as a little art piece. And I was like, ooh, and so I was drawn to this one. I don't think it'll be the one that we hang there, but I was excited to find it. So yeah, that would be a good one. All right, moving on. We got this one, which I don't have high hopes that all the pieces are there. It is this little Daffy Duck puzzle from the brand Whitman, and it's an older vintage box. And this one, it's just Daffy Duck, you know, under the tree with the apples. And I was very excited to find this because I just posted a new challenge over on the Facebook group, and it required a puzzle with an apple or a piece of fruit, and I instantly was like, oh my gosh, there's apples. So I got it for like $2. So I'm not really sad if it has missing pieces. The box seems like it was a well-loved puzzle, so hopefully all the pieces are there, but I'm not holding my breath. But the image is just adorable, so I'm hoping so, you know. We then have this one from another older puzzle by Mattel, and it's 1,000 pieces, called the Boise River Festival. The artist is Jane Wooster Scott, and it looks just so much fun. You know, there's so much stuff working there. It was only $3. I love the hot air balloons, of course. I like how some of the hot air balloons are like things. Like we have a little T-Rex guy, we have a rocking horse, we have a bunch of different carnival rides and people. Like this one looks very beginner friendly, and I'm so excited for it. I haven't done a Mattel puzzle in a long time, so I'm excited to see that one. And then I got this curious one because I hadn't heard of anything like this with this brand anyways. So this one is called Murder and Little Piddling. The artist is Pinkerton Road and Lena Pigareva. And it is a murder mystery puzzle to figure out who did it. So it's a mystery puzzle, read the story, build the puzzle for new clues, and solve the mystery. So I thought it was very unique for White Mountain. Have you tried one of these before? Do they have more than one? I could research that myself. But I like that it has like the different scenes from the story, I'm assuming. Like we have the location and a bunch of different suspects. And I like how we have like eyewitness, a clue, a suspect, a clue. So we'll try to see if we can figure out the mystery. I think this would be super fun to do. So yeah, I had to pick it up because I was just like, wait, what is this? Image also looks super cute. It's 1,000 pieces, and I got it for $4.99. And then finally, the whole reason that I had gone out thrifting in the first place was for fall puzzles, and apparently I just went a little bit too soon. Clearly it was still a very successful thrifting haul even without the fall puzzles, but I was really hoping to find some. I did find some the final day that I had gone out, and I have 3 options, which I'm pretty happy with. First up we have is this set from Bits and Pieces. It's a 500 piece bundle, which is such a fun idea because they are all 500 pieces. There's 4 images. I paid, I think, $10, so just over $2 a puzzle, which I think is great. Their quality in their sets are actually the same quality as you'd get as a standalone puzzle, so it is a pretty decent deal. So this one here is called Days of Yore. The artist is John Sloan for all 4 images. It looks like we have Out for a Drive, To Grandmother's House, which is like a winter scene, Back in the Harness, which is like these horses, and then this one I was thinking could be fall because it's Round and Round, and it's just children making cider and picking apples, which we just did this past weekend. So it's giving me fall vibes that way. So I was like, ooh, this is a good option. Again, I paid 10 bucks for the full set, which I was pretty happy with. I think these sets retail for around $25. So I'm excited for this one. And then I got this one from Rose Art, and it was 750 pieces. It just like makes me happy. It's from the Back to the Past line. The artist is Edward Wargo, and it's called Tailgating Fun. And so we have this little scene where there's a football stadium and people in cars doing some tailgating, you know, and it looks like a fun image. It's only 750 pieces, which is one of my favorite piece counts. So I'm excited for this one. And then finally, this one just made me so happy when I saw it in store because it was the first fall puzzle that I saw. It was $3 and it is definitely the favorite. It is called Yesterday's Halloween by Christine Carey, and it is a bits and pieces puzzle that's 1,000 pieces. It is so cute with all the different trick-or-treaters, and we have a little house and decorations and a little moody moon. It just like made me happy to find it. It is again 1,000 pieces, and I'm excited that I finally found a fall puzzle at the thrift store. So those are all the puzzles that I got from my thrifting adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a long one, so thank you so much if you stuck to the end. Also, huge thank you to All4Jig for sponsoring this video and making this video possible. I'll link all their information down in the description box, as well as all these puzzles if I can find them. But that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye guys!